We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Solid stiff arm. Oh, a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. He'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Carey just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
Nice run to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense to have to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Jackson. Looking outside of his goal there. That's Flowers. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Titans' 27-yard line.
A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 8 there on the play. It's going to make it 3rd down, less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for the first with him. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Gain of 9 yards.
That's another. Baltimore.
Again, it's Henry. Fighting. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Working to put a drive together.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
They'll start this drive on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom charts.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know they're going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of the chip away their time.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Off the RPO, he completes it. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 24-yard. That one goes for 24 yards. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not under the ratio if he stays healthy.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
Throwing is Ward. It's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. It's a 11th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, first down.
That's good.
That is definitely what we call a defense and uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Report. Ready. That's right. You are at. 180. That's up. Yo.
Here's Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section. A heck of a lot better than figure out 3rd and 1.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get it inside the 10 at the 8. With 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And now they take it in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Lou back out to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Okay, ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score off on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Come on. Set. Go.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kick is good.
Right after, right down the middle. We are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, for this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
This throw is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses will include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride to play. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on
I
the
don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing is Jackson. Makes the connection with his running back, Derrick Henry. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's caught his running back out of the backfield. Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
Absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Let's go now.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Warriors, Panther 60, Panther 60.
To throw is Ward. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with all the offenses that you face. Analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. In motion, the tight end.
180.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Now he'll take this and run. Well, Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Jackson now. Comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
There's a lot of that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even...
Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And they're going to line up with a football and possession at the 8-yard line. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
Here
7-yard
we go.
line.
Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. We saw a defensive player of the week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Throwing now, Ward. Will try to do this himself. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Bates' kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster three.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball off after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Hey! No, we changed it. To what? Go ahead. To what?
Here's Jackson to throw. Quickly here, that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We changed it. What?
To throw is Jackson. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
On the jump. 18, Romney. 18, Hawk 70. Hawk, Cup 19. Cup 19.
A final shot before break. Moore. He's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball. So I think we'll see more of that. I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 163 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready? Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60. Mustang 19.
Here's Ward. Player has it complete. Down the sideline he goes. pulled right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31. Ravens, 21.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the pace there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do. I was wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they would get some kind of points here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it will bring up second down.
79 Broncos. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Ward. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And it's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
13 yards on the play.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ward. Hits him in stride. And they work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's over the 6 there, down to the 37.
Wiggins on the tackle.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3
Let's go now.
at the Ravens'
60
37-yard
biceps.
line.
60 biceps. 19.
Looks like they'll move things around here. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Moore. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add into their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. These guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On first down, they'll drop to throw. Jackson going to keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of battling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 30.
Back to throw again. Jackson going to keep it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out of the 6. They'll get 5 out of the square line. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here as they start at their own 7.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is 2nd and 8.
10-yard line.
70 range, 70, hop 70, hop 70, 18, rubber, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun. Randy Matabike. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his own end zone, it's Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is taken at the 18. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be on for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
No, we changed it.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete. A good pick up there, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it would be like playing basketball. And you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run right down the throat.
That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? Right? 300, that means it's going to go out. It's commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game back when the team wins. So much confidence flowing through right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. That makes it easy.
He is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
It's the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
Operated in your four-minute offense here, Jones. Definitely. Remember, the four-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them meet up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage all out.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they get the first 7 downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving. Right? It's a a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. Doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
1st and 10.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go. Start. Steady.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they're right on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
A gain of 4.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Cut. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Reload. Reload. Cut.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him.
Touchdown, Brown. And the Titans are able to build on their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the offense. These guys will take a 10-point lead.
45. Ravens 35.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he will happily win his 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. He's got a man wide open to clean. They'll go down the line before getting this inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, report.
Jackson. This is caught for a touchdown. So hang on there. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Luke now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
18, pioneer. 2. Not 60 boxes, 60. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Out of the gun, Ward. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
When they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
79 Bronco, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Stephanie, 19 sight, 19. Dragon 60. Go.
Now Ward on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. This starts rolling to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Tennessee, they